we have the Sunday class and people didn't come. It go pay me.
Me, I prefer Saturday.
Eh.
Yes, sir.
Ah.
My Sunday is occupied.
Sure you see views now. Because personally too, I my wife, we agreed that Sunday is going to be separated. I can just beg and see my wife for please, so 15 minutes is just 15 minutes, so we agree. You understand? But after you have begged and finished begging, then you now come on Sunday, you now say that, oh yeah, where are the people? You now see two people. That will not be too nice, you understand? That will not be too nice. And of course, owing to the fact that my week has already been seized by Ielts class, you understand? So what we do on Sunday is that when we come back from church, we just eat, we watch movie, and sleep. So by the time you now say you want to watch me, you say, excuse me, I want to go and do Ielts class. You now sneak out of the Ielts class, sneak out of the movie to do Ielts class. Then they now come, they now say, where are the people? They now say only 4 people. So that's why I want us to be sure that we really wanted this shift, because for me, I believe that if something is very important, people will attend, no matter what. Especially if what you are looking out for, or if you are really, really like pursuing something and you really want to go for it. So to be able to help us, I'm going to mute everybody. Yeah. I will mute. If I mute you, please don't unmute. Otherwise, I'll be forced to do the automated muting so that you won't be able to unmute by yourself. All right? Yeah. So this is 5. We are supposed to start by 5 p.m. Now, there's an issue with the timing. I'm based in the UK, and right now, the time has dragged backwards. So it just dragged backward like 3 days ago. I'm yet to adjust to it. So if I tell you 4 p.m. in my head, I'm looking at 4 p.m. my time. Now look at this particular time right now. If you take a look at this time, this is my room. If you take a look at this time, you will observe this time. What do you see here? This time is saying
20 minutes to 6.
Now this is our time that we refused to change. That is the Nigerian time. But in UK right now, it is not that time. That time is not what you are saying right now. Are you getting me now? What the time is right now in UK is 20 minutes to 5. Basically, that our time is 10 minutes fast anyway. So that we can be prompted to run. So I'm still trying to get used to, if you know what I mean, to the timing. So if I tell you 4:30, I'm looking at 4:30 in my in UK time. Are you following me? But actually that 4:30 is 5:30. So by the time it's 4:30 here, I mean by the time it's 4:30 here, it's 5:30 in your own time. And then you're like, what happened now? You said 4:30. Oh, because of the discrepancy of time. So that's why it's not 100% easy for me to work with that time. So I'm just trying to adjust to it gradually. Okay. Don't worry. We get better so that we'll be able to mention 1 hour extra. So if the meeting is 5:30, I'll just tell you 4:30. If the meeting is 6:30, I'll tell you 5:30. My own time. I'll tell you 6:30 while I will prepare an hour before. You understand? So what are we doing today? What we are doing today is titled IELTS and dealing with nerves. Are we ready? IELTS and dealing with nerves. Like I said, I will be so honored to have all of us on video. I will be so honored. It is a way of making the class to be very interactive. I personally like to see people I'm teaching rather than just assume that they are listening to me. I like to see your reaction to what I'm saying, whether you are like, whether you're like, whether you're like, whether you're like, I want to see whether you're getting bored. I want to see whether you're actually enjoying it or not. So if you are not physically seen, sometimes it makes it look like I'm teaching empty space. And usually it will take double motivation for me to be able to communicate properly. Okay. So it doesn't matter if there's no light in your place. So as long as I see that there's a video that is showing and I can see a sign that somebody is moving around that area, the motivation is stronger to communicate. Okay. And you can always protect yourself by making sure that only your face is showing. As some people, they are in their house, they want to be free, you know what I mean? And then, nobody wants to be dressing like a office man inside one's house. You understand what I'm trying to say? So yeah, you can just set your camera so that at least your face will be seen. And I've told people sometimes, if you cannot show me your face, show me your wall. Let me see your ceiling. Let me see your fan, At least as long as I can say something. And the thing about it is that it's the same thing. It's the same thing applies to me and you. If I am talking to you now and you cannot see my face, what you see is Mercy Academic. For you to be able to connect with me properly, it will take double thoughts. We don't even know whether it's a lot of things will come to your mind actually as you are listening to me. That will distract you. But if you see my face now, you say, okay, yeah, you see, he's talking, yeah, that will give you some more confidence, to be in class. You understand? So I want to just encourage us. This is going to help us a lot. You're going to enjoy this class. And I want to tell you something. Our free classes are going to shift. I will be more specific in our content or what we'll be discussing, and it is going to really bless you. And for now, it seems to me that we may need to still stick to Saturday because I feel that anybody that would like to attend will be ready to pay the sacrifice. Now, this is a free class, number one. Number two, I'm inviting us because you will benefit from the content. And number three, it does not replace the contract you have with me. If you're a personal student, this is not a way of replacing your personal class. I'm not trying to take this class to stay in the place of your personal class. Do you understand? So your personal class contract is still intact. If you're supposed to meet today on a one-on-one basis, we are still going to meet. If you have not had any section today and we're supposed to have a session on a one-on-one note, we are still going to have it. Yeah. So for those people that are in the special class that we are supposed to have a meeting earlier today, but because we are not able to attend, the class is still intact and we can still arrange on whether to have a class tomorrow. The same problem that I'm having with the free class is what I'm having with the group class. And the problem is that sometimes when I come on the paid group class, now, people there are not available. And because they're not available, it's difficult for me to hold the class with only one person when about 10 people have made payments for such classes. So I'm thinking we're still going to have a conference on that one. And then this week, between today and tomorrow, we're going to make up for it. I think we're already on writing in the group class. We're going to go on to deal with that. If we cannot make the class, we will make up for it. You understand? So please be aware that this is not it is not a paid class, it's a free class, and it is specific for those on the free group, but the content is very, very rich and you will benefit from it. So like I said, we can always invite our friends who are willing to pass Ielts exam at one sitting. They can use as a stepping stone to the next phase. And I will let you know what you need to do. If you want to join the group class, why not? If you want to join the personal class, why not? That will just be a matter of your choice. Okay. So what we're dealing with again is IELTS and dealing with nerves. IELTS and dealing with nerves. I'm going to be posting 2 results now. This result was a result from my student that she sent to me yesterday. She had she had sat for IELTS about 3 or 4 times before she came to join the class. Before she came to join to become my student. You understand? She has sat for it about 2 or 3 times because she became my student, and she didn't pass. All right. And so eventually somebody gave her my contact and she decided to join the class. All right. So we had our normal sections. It was a personal class that she came for. You understand? She came for a personal section, and we had a good time. It was interesting. Then she disappeared. Now, what I've seen about most of them is that they really know how to disappear. They just left the scene, and I was wondering, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? And then I couldn't find her. So she just came back all of a sudden. I believe you can see what I'm posting. Can you see what I'm posting now? Can you see what I'm posting now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that was yesterday around 10:19. She just said, "Hello, Steve. How are you?" And I said, "How are you?" She said she's fine. I have passed. So I said, "It's a lie." I said, "It's true." And then she posted that result. So this is the result she posted. I'm not going to see the results. What do you see? Listening, 7.5. Reading, 7.5. Writing, 8.0. And speaking, 7.5. Now, that was the result she had yesterday. Lovely result. I said, "Are you kidding me?" And I said, I asked about that time that you didn't, because she wrote at the time, you said she didn't pass. And she said she wrote again and again. So I now said I'm going to publicize it. Now she now sent a message to me while we were chatting, because I actually called her. And when I called her, I asked her, what did she do that made her to pass? She said, actually, that one that she sent to me yesterday was the second one. I said, what do you mean? She said, because she has written one earlier. That one that she wrote earlier, she passed. So I got confused. That, what do you mean that you passed that? You are showing me this one that you had it. So what happened was when she went for the exam the first time, I'm going to show you the score she had. When she went for the exam the first time, she had this result. Look at it. She had this result. Listening, 7.0. Reading, 7.5. Writing, 6.5. And speaking, 7.5. So that day that she went for this particular exam, she thought she did not do well. So when she got home, because she has been writing the exam for a while, out of fear that I didn't do well, she now booked a second exam. Did you get it now? So she went ahead to book a second time. Did you get it? So the Friday of the Saturday, she's going to write the second one. She received this result. So that means for that 2 weeks, she was just doing her own normal revision, but she just thought, I'm not sure whether I passed. Let me just go ahead and book afresh. You understand what I'm trying to say? So when the result came on Friday, she was like, should I say write again? Okay, let me just go. So she just, at leisure, she just went for that second one. Now I'm talking about this one that she now passed. Then she now had that astonishing result that you just saw now, which was the 8.0. And I said, how did you feel when writing that second one? He said she was absolutely relaxed. This one that she had 7.5, 7.5, 8.5, she was absolutely chilled. She was having zero, the feeling of I've already passed. You get it now? Let me just do it. That kind of feeling. Chilled, calm, cool, relaxed, settled, no concerns, no pressure, no nothing. Nothing was going on in her mind. She wasn't afraid that she might fail. She was just absolutely calm. And she now got that result. That is one testimony. Another case study that I also received in the last 1 week, I received 2 of it. Of this particular lady that has written for a while and she did not pass. So she now booked an exam for she booked an exam for I think 3rd week in October. And then she began to get very afraid because it was looking like she will not pass. Are we together? If you're with me, just say yes, because I believe I want to believe that you're hearing me. Now, when she went for the exam, look at the result. Okay. So what she did was that she wanted to cancel the exam. She wanted to cancel the exam because she was afraid, and the reason for the fear was because she thought she won't pass because of the way she was the way she was preparing, and she was thinking that because our scores were not really making it, so she tried to cancel the exam. The exam was not cancelable, so eventually she had to go. So the day before the exam, I did what I call breathing exercises with her, meditative exercises. So she breathed out, breathed in, breathed out, breathed out. I prayed with her. I said she should speak to her husband to support her, and she did. Then she went for the exam. Look at her results when she came back. I will show you her live results. Her live result. This was her live result when she came back. Somebody is trying to join before I go. So this was her live result when she came back. Look at it. So she had, look at her results. She had 6.5 in writing, 7.5 in reading, 7.5 in speaking, and 8.5 in listening. So I don't know if you can see this, but that was the result that she had, basically. Very, very powerful results. If you can see this, this is more like a frame of what she had, 8.5, 7.5, 6.5, 7.5, overall 7.5. That's our result. That's the live result that I'm showing you there. Now, what did I pick from this? 3 things. Number 1, anxiety. Write this thing down if you can. Anxiety and tension does not guarantee success. It only guarantees failure. Write it down in capital letter. Whenever you are anxious and you feel pressured and you feel agitated and you feel concerned and you feel pressured in your mind ahead of this Ielts exam, it is a sign that you will not pass the exam. So anxiety is not your friend for Ielts. So there are some exams that you need to be anxious to pass, but Ielts is not one of them. All right. If you give me the room, I can show you about 150 results of students that have written only the first time. Like their result was only the first time that they were writing the exam. Like it was not like something that they did many times. It was more like a first encounter. And they shattered the exam like water. And if you ask them, how did you get to pass the exam? They will tell you that I was just now. Look at this one. Look at this one. I'm going to show you one just now. He said, got this last week with 4 days preparation. Why am I showing you all of these things? It's not because I want to be making you to be feeling anyhow. That is it because no. Just to confirm to you that anxiety and tension. Look at this. Look at this. Who can read it for me? Somebody did it for me. My eye journey started with you. I got the foundation from the free classes. From what? Who just saw that? From the what? Oh, I've taken that away. From what? From the free classes, which I was able to be done. How many days preparation? Nobody's with me. Nobody's with me. How many days preparation?
Oh, Jesus.
4 days preparation. And what did she get? Speaking, 7. Listening, 8.5. Reading, 7. Writing, 7. Overall, 7.5. 4 days preparation. How many days? 4 days.
4 days preparation.
Exactly.
Jehovah.
What am I saying? If you are tensed, you have failed. Don't even try to say, it's good to be tensed. When you are tensed, show that you are serious. It's not that. You see, when it comes to Ielts, tension does not give you success. All right? If you cannot deal with your tension, cancel the exam. I can show you quite a number. This is not about a matter of boasting or no boasting. I can show you numbers, like a fleet of numbers. A fleet of numbers. Just show you results, course of results. I'll just like scrolling, and then you just be seeing the results, scrolling, and you'll be seeing that you say we can just keep on and on like that. You understand? But and I think it is evidence that is the proof that one is what? Saying the truth. If I can show you these things as an evidence, that means that I'm not just telling you this with my mouth. I'm trying to look for a particular result that somebody had 9 in reading. I'm trying to look for that result. I saw a result last. Somebody had 9 in reading. And okay, let me show you this one. This was somebody had 8.0 in reading. This person just went for the exam like anybody will go for the exam, and she had 8.0 in reading. You understand? I've had cases where people had 9, not 1, not 2, not 3. Look at this one. Look at this. Look at this. 8.5 listening, reading 8.0, writing 6.5, speaking 7. And these are people that they just calm their mind. They are not under any external pressure. They went for the exam without having any concern about anything. And then they had that score. You understand what I'm trying to say? And so the first issue here is, how do you solve pressure? How do you deal with pressure on your nerves? Because I truly understand that most people, they don't want to be tensed, but they cannot help themselves. The tension is just there like that. Like the tension is just there. And they have tried to remove the tension. They still refuse to go. And I've put a point down, and the point is anxiety and tension guarantees failure. I've put that point down. All right. I wanted to put 3 points. The second point is tension and anxiety is a proof of lack of preparation or lack of personal confidence. Write it down. Tension, proof of lack of preparation or lack of personal confidence. So which means that what takes tension away is not by saying, I will pass, I may pass, I will pass, if I see me, I will. No, it's not by confession and prayer. It is by preparation. Proper preparation is the guarantee of real, accurate success. So for tension to go, you must first of all have aligned yourself with a strategic system of daily preparation. Now, I do tell my students, pastors that listen to me, don't book for the exam if you have not settled on your preparation strategy. Now, what that implies is that you must have a scheme of daily practice system. I want to practice every day from 4 to 5 every morning. You try it for 1 week. If it works for you, make it sealed up. Then that is when you can now go and book for the exam. No, flow that you already have a strategy that you are working with. Number 2, confidence. You must be able to have a certain amount of results that gives you confidence. Not that somebody say you will pass and you now say amen, amen, amen. It's not prayer. You must have a certain level of results that you can look back and say, based on this result, though, I think I can say I will pass. And that you are currently and concurrently looking at as a baseline that is boosting your confidence. And then the final thing, I've said two things. Number one, tension and anxiety is a proof of failure. Number two, preparation is what proper preparation dislodges tension, and then confidence dislodges tension. And confidence comes from what? Results. All right? Tension is dislodged by preparation. Confidence is restored by your results in practice. And number three, be aware of this. There are psychological baselines and sometimes diabolic baselines that can hinder your tension, your possibility of success. Write this down, note it carefully. There are what? Psychological baselines or diabolical baselines that can hinder your focus in confidence. Now, this thing I'm saying, I am not saying it from a academic perspective. I'm saying it from an experiential perspective. I'm saying it from a experience-based perspective. I have observed that many students who have prepared very well and have improved on confidence still do not pass. And some of these students have underlying psychological concerns that they did not bring to the fore, or diabolic concerns. Some of them, not all. You understand? There was a student that once told me that it was in the exam hall that the examiner became the hindrance. Distractive examiner was shouting like I don't know how to even explain the way he was shouting on them. She said, I want to go to toilet. You say I can't go to toilet. And then I tried to arrange myself very well, and the urine entered back into me and I held it back. When I was now trying to focus, you now say I must go now. She said she had to shout on the examiner for the examiner to leave her. And thankfully, as God will have it, she was able to have a 7 in reading. Because this distraction came when she was doing reading. So why will the examiner come and be disturbing you of all people? Understand? Some people, they got late to the exam hall. They were tense. They delayed them outside. Some people, it is the noise that's happening in the exam hall. So now, if you are going to the exam, you must prepare spiritually. And I don't mean you should fast. Please, I advise my students, do not fast on the day of your exam. Take something light. Take water. Before you enter the exam, or urinate at least 3 times. Go to the toilet 3 times, so that all the water you have drank will go. But have something that will be a source of energy to your body. Yeah, so it's not about fasting. It's about preparing yourself in a lot of way spiritually. What is my first advocative advice? Number one, 15 minutes of meditative prayer before your practice. Before you practice, allocate 10 to 15 minutes to just meditate and pray. What is the thing that is disturbing my mind? What is making my mind to be under pressure? What happens to me when I'm preparing? What comes to my head? Why does my head sound like this? Oh Lord, help me. If it is a Muslim prayer you are praying, you pray a Muslim prayer. If it's a Christian prayer you are praying, pray a Christian prayer. You understand? Have a form of spiritual connection in the process of preparing for your exam. I also do believe that there are some things that will distract your attention prior to the exam. Delete it from your life. Don't allow distractions, especially around your spiritual homeostasis, your balance, your spiritual balance. Let your spiritual life be intact of distraction. And then number 3, if you find that there's something that always appear to you, maybe you used to have headache. I have a student of mine that she used to have attack when she goes for the exam. Specific now. She became my student. What happened to her? The night of the exam, that headache came back. She called me in the night, weeping. Said the headache has come again. I said, it has come again? He said, yes, sir. I cannot do anything. I'm just feeling sharp headache. We began to pray immediately. We prayed for like, I don't know how many minutes. And she said she doesn't know when she slept off. When she woke up in the morning, she was fine. Went for the exam, passed. This is 10th time of writing. 10th. Was already frustrated because the headache was gone. Yeah. Another student of mine once told me she used to have bad dream. If she can have that dream before the exam, just be sure that exam is over. So when she entered the exam, she'll just be hearing distraction in her mind. She'll be looking here and there, and then she will not be able to write the things she's supposed to write. And this is not to scare you, because some people that go for the exam and nothing happens. So I'm not saying it's for everybody, but I'm only saying that it is good for you to prepare yourself spiritually and to remove distractions. Why? Meanwhile, some people's problem is not even spiritual. It is psychological, pressure from work, pressure from home, pressure from friends, pressure from children, pressure from this, noise everywhere. When they want to practice, mommy, I want to drink, mommy, I want to eat, this and that, noise in their mind, noise in the environment. And that's the reason why strategy has to come in. I am not a teacher, I'm a coach. That is the reason why I don't teach people to pass. I coach them to pass. So what I do for my personal students is that we identify the problem around your focus for success. And when we identify the problem for around the focus for success, we do what? We deal with it. That's what I do. After we have done all the teaching here and there, we address the concern. And then once you address the concern, it is sure that you will pass. You understand my point? So, having said that, in rounding up, know that it is not just confession that makes people to succeed. They must be strategic, must find out where the real problem is, and they must deal with it. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate every one of us for the time that we have spent in the class today. And I like to let us know that this forum, this is a free group, free class forum. It happens every Saturday. Time will be made known to us. We will make the publicity to be better. We make publicity to be better so that more people can attend. I want to see more people attend the free class. But I like to also know that there's also a personal forum. There's a group forum. And the personal forum is a one-to-one section. Group forum is the one that everybody will be allowed to attend, but you have to make payments for specific focuses. Evaluations also take place. You want to have information about all of that, all you just need to do is send a DM on any other platform that you can find me, and then let me know that you want to join. I'll put my number there. If you want to speak to me on a personal note, you can go ahead and do that, and then we move. All right, so that is the number. You want to speak to me, that is, just go on YouTube. Outside Nigeria, add +44. That makes it easy for me to be contacted. Okay. All right. So thank you, everyone. If you have questions, I will give you 2 minutes to ask your questions, and then we call it a day. Special students will meet shortly. I'm going to send a message on the page now so that you can respond. All right. Any questions, please? Just feel free to ask. All right, nobody's asking questions. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend ahead of you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Thank you. All right. Have a wonderful